marginaries, but the small one. Hi, today we're gonna make the Thousands Joy soap. This soap is inspired by Daisies, not the big ones, not the marginaries, but the small ones, the bellies. You can see here, my sister has been kind enough to dry some for me, a lot of them. So I thought I'd do a soap inspired by that. Okay, we're gonna start off, as always, with pouring our lye water into our oils and pouring on the side of the bowl. Alright, and then we'll stick blend. Alright, it seems we hit trace now. Now it's time to split these up into two different bowls, because we're going to be making a yellow layer and a green layer. We're going to attempt to make a drop swirl. Alright, and we're going to measure off 500 grams. There we go. That was a bit more, but I can pour a bit back. Yep, that seems fine. Alright, we're gonna start with the yellow layer, which I'm gonna color with turmeric. I'm gonna try and put very little turmeric in it, since it colors quite a bit. So I'm starting with just half a teaspoon here. Just gonna mix that in. I'm gonna add a little bit more, but I don't want it to get too orangey, so it's just a little bit. Alright, so it got to a bit of an orange color, I see. But I think that's alright. It should brighten up a little bit once it stiffens up, so we'll see. Then we'll take our green part, and for the green I have actually dried some spinach and pulverized it. It started out as 75 grams of spinach, and now it's, not that much. So this should be good. Just gonna add a bit at a time. I have earlier, if you've seen my green soap I made, that was with dandelion. I colored it with, so it's the same method, just with spinach instead. It's a pretty color, and of course it does get these speckles when it's a powder, but I tried making the powder as fine as possible. Nah, I'm just gonna add a little bit more. also just gonna stick blend it a little bit to see if I can get it incorporated a bit better. Alright, time to pour. I'm not gonna pour everything, I'm gonna keep a little bit here, and then I'll pour some green. Alright, we're just gonna let that sit up a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll decorate the top. Alright, we're back, and it's time to texture our soap. And I'm just gonna make these lines here. So the reason I'm doing this is that I've heard that bringing some texture to your top can make your flowers stick better to the top. So that would be nice if that could happen. So that's why I am doing this. Alright, and we're gonna add the bellies or the daisies to the top, and we're also gonna be adding this little mix which is a mix of calendula, pansies, and oregano. This is also a creation by my sister. She's gotten a dehydrator and think it's really fun to dry all sorts of things, which is fortunate for me because when soaping you need to use I like to use dried things. So that's she was so nice she was so nice to give me these flowers that she dried. Alright, just gonna make a little line with them here as best of my ability. Alright, that's the final top. I think that looks really pretty. The yellow ones, the calendula, is actually, if you put it inside of the soap, can bring a yellow color, I've heard. There's one thing I would like to do before, so I'm just gonna press down my flowers gently, just so they stick a bit better. You see, this already looks like it's gonna stick a bit better than the one over there, the line over there. Alright. perfect. We're gonna come back in about 24 hours to cut up the soap, and we'll see that beautiful swirl on the inside. Now I got some gloves on. I made a little mark on the soap, and I wanted to try something new today. I got this cheese string, and I'm gonna try and see if this is strong enough to cut through the soap. Now I'm gonna need my assistant's help to hold up my soap. And let's give it a, okay, let's give it a go. That is good. There we go. There we go. All right. Now look at that. That's a lovely swirl we got on the inside. As you see, I did it a bit crooked. But I think it turned out okay. Let's look at the other side. Yeah. All right, I also want to show you something. Oh. Now the pansies, the blue ones, some of them turned out a bit orange. So I'm wondering if that's from the moisture from the soap that did that. I just thought it was an interesting reaction. Okay. Let's measure out. And I'll just try and use this, the cheese string again. It's dried off. Okay, so let me show you. The cheese string did not work. You see all those, it's way crooked and the drag marks from the flowers and so on. So that was not a success. I'll just use this. Okay, so you see there's the drag marks again. It's from the flowers. I'm gonna try and see if I can tip it on its head without breaking up the flowers too much. And see if that turns out better. So the flowers got a bit squashed there, but I will say, look at that. That is, I think it turned out to be a nice swirl on the inside. So there's that. Those are the first two bars. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to use different techniques to make this work. All right, maybe this way. We're gonna attempt something new again.
Pull it up.
There we go. All right, let's see. That actually turned out okay. All right, we'll try that. So that went rather successfully, so we'll try that again. And there we have it, all 16 of my 1,000 Joys soap. Now, I waited till the end to tell you why it's called 1,000 Joys. It's called 1,000 Joys because in Danish, the bellies or the daisies are actually called 1,000 Joys, 1000 fod. I thought that was a really cute name, so that's why the soap is called 1,000 Joys. Thank you so much for watching me make this 1,000 Joys soap. Leave a like if you liked the result, even though it was a bit crooked. We tried something new, like we always do on this channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.